Weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
There is a dream job out there for Barbie fans. We'll tell you about that coming up. Winds News Time, 6:14.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-266-7171. 800-266-7171. That's 800-266-7171.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-933-1022 to speak to an expert. That's 800-933-1022.
Winds News Time now, 6:16. Airbnb hosted a rally today at City Hall calling on officials to stop the ban on short-term rentals.
This superhost may be popular on Airbnb, but Amy Thrasher is feeling ignored by her own city.
Sharing my home on Airbnb is what allows me to stay in the city.
She books short-term rentals out of the first floor of her two-family Astoria home on Airbnb, but the city's local law 18 will keep her from doing so unless her rental is registered under the city's Office of Special Enforcement, or OSC. Hosts rallied outside City Hall to reverse what they consider a de facto ban against short-term rentals. Airbnb sued the city over this in early June.
This is a dire situation. Without my hosting income, I will not be able to pay my mortgage.
Local Law 18 enforcement officially starts on September 5th. Chrissy Kalishian, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
1010 Winds has reached out to the mayor's office for comment. So far, no response yet. One part of Queens is getting even pricier. RentHop is reporting the northwestern part of the borough is the most expensive, with Long Island City and Hunters Point the top locations. Allison Waddell is an agent and data associate with RentHop. She tells Winds that one spot is particularly popular with the locals.
One of our recent data studies found that Astoria is the most popular neighborhood among New York City renters who are already living in the city. And that includes neighborhoods across Manhattan and Brooklyn as well.
According to the report, you'll need incomes of about $130,000 to get a studio in most of these pricey places, with rents in Long Island City going for $3,300 and just over $3,200 in Hunters Point. It's almost time for Barbie.
Can I come to your house today?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
A new live-action Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling is getting lots of hype. It will be in theaters July 21st. Well, now a Canada-based website called Casino.ca is celebrating the upcoming release by offering to pay someone $1,000 to watch and review all 16 animated Barbie films. The person chosen will watch them all. They were released between 2001 and 2009, and then rank them by quality. There's nothing like a burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
How about a BK burger, though, with no meat? At first it seemed like a TikTok prank, but now it's the real thing in Thailand. Burger King in Thailand just releasing a new sandwich called the Real Cheeseburger. That's a bun and 20 slices of cheese in a tower. Yikes. Wins News Time 6:18. Top stories are next.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So, what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie-cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Your favorite all-news station is now on FM at 92.3.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening. It is 88 degrees, still at 6:20. I'm Suzanne Colucci, and here's what's happening. Steamy hot temps and an air quality alert in effect for the city this evening and surrounding suburbs. The City Council held a hearing today to look into Mayor Adams' response to the recent Canadian wildfire smoke. Services for the 2 Newark firefighters killed in that cargo ship blaze in Port Newark got underway today. The owners of MSG get the green light to help with the Penn Station rebuild. Actress Emily Blunt reveals she's taking a break from acting. The Dow ended the day on an up note, up 86 points. Wins News Time now, 6:21. It's time for traffic and transit from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. Here is Greg Rice.
Well, here is the westbound BQE. It's up the Gowanus Canal. You got a stall blocking the 2 center lanes, and it's an absolute mess because of this all the way back to the Williamsburg Bridge. Eastbound BQE extra tough, getting you up towards the area of the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, elsewhere in Brooklyn, westbound belt, they're clearing a wreck near Knapp Street. We're still slow from Flatbush Avenue into the area. The eastbound side of the belt slows over to Bay Parkway, and again from Knapp Street all the way on back towards Erskine Street. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Finally seeing some wholesale improvement at the inbound George following earlier trouble. Upper level right now, you got to deal with trouble in the inbound express lanes in Teaneck near exit 69. That's a crash in the left lane, but overall 20 on the upper, 15 minutes on the inbound lower. Nothing great out. Southbound Deegan got worse, and the northbound west side still with a stall in the center lane of the 130s. Lincoln, stubborn 30 minutes in, 30 out from 11th, a little bit better from 9th, 30 at the outbound Holland. Inbound Skyway is an extra 40. Outbound covered roadway is a bit slow. Newark Bay is where you go in either direction. Traffic is sponsored by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Starting July 23rd, the Holland Tunnel's New York bound lanes will close overnight, Sundays through Fridays for construction. On August 6th, the closures will switch back to the New Jersey bound lanes. Please plan accordingly. Visit www.panyj.gov/Holland Tunnel repairs for details. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
It has been another hot day in this city, and we have an air quality alert in effect for the evening into tonight. Let's get the latest now from AccuWeather meteorologist Brian
From the
Thompson.
1010 Winds traffic, and we do have that air quality alert in effect, Suzanne, because of the threat for ground level ozone, which we typically see on these hot sunny days. And the air quality index in the city, 129 right now, so that is in the unhealthy for sensitive groups range, and probably will stay that way at least into the early evening hours. That air quality alert runs until 11. We are going to be seeing the humidity increasing the low and mid. The humidity will be higher into tomorrow with highs near 90, and temperatures come down a bit into Friday and the weekend. High temperatures mostly in the mid-80s, but it is going to be very sticky with high humidity, and the risk for thunderstorms will be increasing in the coming days as well. Suzanne?
All right, thank you for that, Brian. The New York City Council is holding a hearing. They held one today to look into Mayor Adams' response to the Canadian wildfire smoke. The smoke turned our skies orange back on June 7th. Air quality alerts were issued all over. Mayor Adams told residents to limit outdoor activities to the absolute necessities. But some lawmakers, like public advocate Shimani Williams, felt that he acted too slowly.
I think had the mayor and commissioner and others done a press conference sooner and really lifted and dug into how bad the air quality might be, we would have a better space for people to understand what to do and when the sky caught on fire.
The mayor's office has said the city mounted a whole-of-government response to keep New Yorkers informed and protected and started public messaging about air quality risks a full week before the sky turned orange. A wake is being held today at Newark's Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart for Augusto Augie Akabu, one of the two firefighters who was killed in the tragic cargo ship blaze at the Port of Newark. Our Christy Kalisha is there.
He was always there when you need him. He was a family man. He had jokes.
Augusto, or as he was lovingly nicknamed Augie Akabu, was also known to be a great softball player by his teammate Jimmy Tavaler.
He always was laughing, always kept everybody up high. I mean, I'm sure going to miss him, and I'm sure we all are. And may he rest in peace.
Akabu was in the Newark Fire Department for nearly 10 years. Several hundred, if not thousands, made their way to the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart to pay their respects. Mourner William Weingartner's son is also in the Newark Fire Department.
We woke up to that news that morning, and, you know your son is at risk every day, but when something like this happens, it really rings home and makes you want to be close by to him more often, you know.
Christy Kalishian, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Newark.
The owners of MSG can help with the Penn Station rebuild now that a permit has been okayed by the city. Next up will be a city council vote. That's according to the Daily News, which says a new 10-year operating permit for Madison Square Garden has been approved by the City Planning Commission, and that's designed to ensure that the arena owners' involvement with plans to rebuild will happen. The plans to rebuild Penn right beneath MSG. G7 countries signed a declaration outlining long-term security guarantees for Ukraine. President Biden speaking about it today.
Today, the members of the G7 are launching the joint declaration of support for Ukraine to make it clear that our support will last long into the future. This starts a process by which each of our nations and any other nation who wishes to participate will negotiate long-term bilateral security commitments with and to Ukraine.
The G7 announcement comes after NATO failed to issue an invitation for Ukraine to join NATO once again. With news time now 6:26, it's time for Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
When you think of American Express, there's a good chance you think of a higher-end way of life the company has cultivated as its image over the decades. But that's changing. In an effort to gain more mass appeal, especially overseas, Amex has tripled the number of merchants accepting its card, looking down market to such small businesses as shoe repair shops and independent bargain stores. U.S. prosecutors and IRS agents have been spending more time lately in Puerto Rico, and not just for the amazing beaches. They're preparing a blitz of criminal and civil cases against rich mainlanders suspected of illegally taking advantage of tax breaks Puerto Rico offered to help recover from bankruptcy and Hurricane Maria. Undercover investigators are focusing on whether people lied about how much time they spend on the island and the source of their income. Today's reading showing 3% annual inflation in June, smallest in 2 years, boosted stocks, making this a 3-for-3 winning week. Dow up 86, NASDAQ up 158, S&P up 33. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Wins news time, 6:27.
When you own a small business in New York, sometimes you need funds fast. So go to OnDeck, America's largest online small business lender, with over $15 billion funded. OnDeck makes it easy. You can apply in minutes. And if approved, get your small business loan as soon as the same day. Go to OnDeck.com. Your loan is on deck.
Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank, a Utah Chartered Industrial Bank member FDIC. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in every state. All loans subject to lender approval.
After treatment at another hospital for stage 4 ovarian cancer, Jackie Holzbar knew it might come back, so she came to Perlmutter Cancer Center.
I chose Perlmutter because of their clinical trial.
Perlmutter is #1 in the New York area in cooperative clinical trials for gynecologic cancer.
It's been 6 years, and because of Perlmutter, I'm living cancer-free.
Perlmutter Cancer Center, part of NYU Langone Health. For more information, call 833-NYUL-PCC.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-360-0681 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-360-0681. That's 800-360-0681. What do you have to lose? Call 800-360-0681. Again, 800-360-0681.
Looking for a home security system? Turn to Sloman's Home Security. Real security, real people. Sloman's. The difference is human.
AccuWeather says we do have an air quality alert for ground level ozone that will last until 11 o'clock tonight. That alert is for the city, for Long Island and some nearby suburbs. A thunderstorm is possible north of the city tonight, otherwise very warm. Even more humid for the overnight hours. We're only going down to 74 degrees. Good evening. I'm Suzanne Colucci. WINS News Time now, 6:30.
Good evening, I'm Lori Madden. Your favorite movie star could soon be on strike. A midnight deadline is looming. To strike or not to strike? SAG-AFTRA, the union that represents screen actors, broadcast journalists, announcers, and other professionals, has agreed to allow a last-minute intervention from federal mediators as negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers approaches a Wednesday midnight deadline. Issues on the table include residual pay and unregulated use of artificial intelligence. In a statement Tuesday, the Guild said they will exhaust every possible opportunity to make a deal, but that employers have abused their trust and a strike may be inevitable. Members could join screenwriters in an ongoing work walkout that would grind Hollywood productions to a halt. I'm Jennifer King.
Weekdays on 6:31. Time now for traffic and transit with Greg Rice.
Now, the westbound side of the BQE is just awful right now from McGinnis